month again. How is that? What is that process like?
Man, you gotta learn as you go. You gotta really get somebody to handle your money, because
hard to trust people, Chris.
Yeah, it is. Just sign your own checks.
People steal, man.
Oprah told us that.
People steal.
You know what? But you know what? That's true. That's true. And that I understand that. But you gotta get I don't care if you search high and low. Make sure you sign your own checks, but get a team to handle your money if you get a lot of money, man. And they can't get it. And, of course, if they invest it, you got to get a piece of paper. That's your stocks or whatever it is. But learn it, man, right away, because you can give away $10 million. So you can give away $100 million. You can give away $1 billion. That's how fast you can be back broke or with nothing. So you got to invest it. You can't leave it in the bank. The bank only insure $100,000.
That's right.
So you got to learn. Get with somebody who's been there, who got money. That's the best idea.
I tell people all the time, man, if I have $10 million in the bank, I'm keeping $500,000 or maybe $500,000 over 5 banks, of course, and I'm putting the rest in property and commodities that I know will accrue, the level of interest that is greater than I will get in putting it in a bank. Because if you leave it in the bank, all they gonna do is invest your money.
That's right. They making money off the bank. Yeah, they making money off you some kind of way. Yeah,
I think that's a great tool. See, that's that piece of advice that people need to hear.
Yeah,
especially young kids. Because young kids, you might be broke right now, but we never plan on making money.
That's right.
This is why you got to fact check. I love Tip. Pause. I love Chris Tucker. Gotta say pause. Gotta say pause in the last one. But it's $100,000 in the bank, man. I don't think it's $100,000. My whole life, I thought it was $250,000. So I just looked it up. Banks do insure up to $250,000. So maybe it might be some special account. It might be something I don't know. They might have just been having this conversation on the podcast and might have threw out a number. I don't know. But banks do insure up to $250,000. With that said, there's a lot of great points that T.I. Chris Tucker said right here. I'm going to dive deep into them. And I'm also going to talk about myself a little bit, because we all are learning on this journey together. You want to know more about money? Stay locked in.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com, and right here, we got T.I. and Chris Tucker talking about why they don't keep all their money in banks. I'm starting to get to the point where I have to do different things with my money than anyone around me that I know has had to do with their money. There are some people that I know that are close to me that have more money than me, and I haven't had a serious money conversation with them yet, but I'm still very cautious because I'm still learning. With that said, banks ain't shit. When you don't have money, only thing you need your bank account for is, goddamn it, just don't give me a fucking overdraft fee and let me be able to take my money out of an ATM if I already take it out of the ATM anywhere. Once you start getting a little bit of money, and I mean, once you get over $10,000, you start looking at that bank and you like, do I really need to have my motherfucking money in here? Because if I put that money into a brokerage account, that's going to grow. If I put that money into a money market account, it's going to grow. If I put that money into the stock market, it's going to grow. If I put that money into bonds, it's going to grow. There's so many vehicles that offer you a much better growth rate than what the bank does. So I understand what T.I. and Chris Tucker are saying, because they have made a lot of money, and they hear them talk about why they put their money in other investors is because the banks really don't do nothing. And when you broke and you don't have no money, you don't really give a shit. But once you start getting a little bit of money, you're like, man, this is some gas. People wonder how Donald Trump didn't pay taxes. People wonder how Amazon's been able to avoid taxes, or Facebook, or any of these major behemoth companies. I'm not going to go into the details about that. I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not a tax attorney. But I do know this. The tax code is put in place so the people who are helping generate jobs are going to get more breaks so they can generate more jobs, so the consumers can have somewhere to work and they can spend more money, which helps the economy. So whenever you put your money into a business, an LLC, a marketing expense for your business, into your business card, into a house, into whatever it is, you get tax breaks on that. And that makes a lot more sense than just keeping your money inside of a bank. But like T.I. and Chris Tucker said, when you start gaining a little bit of money, you start having this fear of losing your money, this fear of trusting people. This fear of, man, I've done a lot of research. I've read a lot of books. I've read a lot of stuff online. I watched a lot of videos. I'm 99% sure I know what the hell I'm talking about. But there's still that 1%. Am I really doing the right thing? Am I really protecting my money? I don't think that ever goes away. There's a lot of people nowadays who are talking about money. A lot of people, Forex and Bitcoin and crypto and NFTs and need to put your shit here, LLC. But when you start asking them for receipts, you start asking them to talk about their own money, you start asking them to talk about how much in their bank account, you start asking them to talk talk about how much they earn, they don't want to say shit. This is the reason why I'm kind of transparent with finances on my social media. Of course, I'm not going to show y'all everything, but I do show y'all a lot because these are conversations people need to have. If I'm going to talk to y'all about stocks, I'm going to talk to you about stocks that I have also bought myself. So go buy Apple. I'm not just up here just blowing smoke up people's asses because there's a lot of people out here that don't know shit. That's the last thing I want to be, is a nigga out here talking that don't know shit. That's why when y'all ask me something I don't know, I say I don't know. And when it comes to this topic right here, I don't know everything about money. I don't know everything about having hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in other places. I don't know about that yet. But eventually I will. And as I grow, I will educate the pond as well. And this is what I ask you to do. Stop acting like you doing shit and start talking about the shit that you've done. Because we got enough people that's out here giving advice that ain't doing shit. This is the reason I have beat damn near everybody's ass in this music business, social media shit. Because I've actually done it and they haven't. So talk about the stuff you've actually done, and that's how your social media grows. That's how your community grows. That's how your fan base grows. Because if you've actually done something, you know the good in it, you know the bad in it. And if you warn people about the bad and you encourage them to do the good and it works because it worked for you, now they trust you. And the more people trust you, the more they fuck with you. See, a lot of y'all problem is you don't want to talk about shit. You know why? Because you ain't done shit. So you want to act like, well, Bezos should do this, or Mark Cuban, or Duck, you should put your money. Don't fucking tell me where I should put my money in if you ain't talking about your motherfucking money. Y'all keep talking about NFTs. Some of y'all don't even know what NFT stands for, and you're talking about NFTs. Some of y'all don't even know what the S&P 500 is. You talking about investing in crypto. You don't know shit. But for the people that do know, that have done shit, speak up, man. We need you to talk. I can't be the only nigga talking, because don't nobody grow like that. Y'all seen what talking has done for me. And like I said, you ain't got to give them everything. I don't give y'all everything. But the stuff that does help, you definitely need to talk about it. Shout out to TIP. Shout out to Chris Tucker. Shout out to all the real ones that's out there helping and giving information, because we need it. So I want to know inside the comments. Y'all let me know. What are you doing to protect your money? How much money have you put away? You better have some receipts behind it. Don't go in there talking about what other people have done. Talk about yourself, because nigga, you will get pressed. And if you stumble over your blocks and you ain't got no motherfucking receipts and your social media looks like shit, you look like a fucking clown. So the last thing you want to do in the pond is look like a clown. But if you're a real one, I want to hear from you. What are you doing to make sure your money's good and you're getting a decent, realistic, consistent return on it? Put in the comments right now. You need help with your music, need help with your business, you an entrepreneur, you on Instagram, click the link up top. You on YouTube, click the link in the box, not the pond. Y'all stay true about that. Always focus on